welcome back to Five Lights Garage, and today we're actually fixing something again. Anyway, if you check out some of the videos from the very beginning, you would recognize this. This is the Polaris 380 in-ground pool cleaner. Now, I went in and changed a bunch of stuff last time. I had a couple gears that just broke off. It happens. They're all made out of plastic brakes. Now, one problem that I have with it now is that you say, okay, that tire works. It moves this. They're all connected. Not that one. So basically, I blew a belt. Very easy, very simple. Now, going out there and finding the new ones, I went online, found them there for like 11 bucks or something like that. It's very easy. And then I went to the pool place and they wanted like 40. That is a little bit ridiculous. So what we're gonna do now is actually tear this apart so I can actually replace that one belt so that when it goes, it's not just going around in a circle because there's no drive on that back leg. So anyway, we're gonna go review some of the things of actually taking this thing apart, throw it in there, put it back together, and then you'll know how to do it yourself. So anyway, yeah, let's get a close up and see how we take it apart. All right, so we got everything here. We're gonna just pull that off. It just comes right off. It is threaded, so you could actually unscrew it, but I'm not worried about it right now. All right, so we're gonna take a flat screwdriver, and what we're gonna do is actually take all three of the wheels off. We need to do that in order to get the screws that are behind it so we can actually get the top cover off. So just kind of pry those in. There you go. All right, so it looks like I have already lost it just came off. Okay, so these guys here have these little C-clips that will hold the wheel on. Put them over to the side because you need to reuse them. Here we go. All right, got all three. Now the wheels aren't going to come all the way off yet because you need to take these screws off the back. There you go. Now some of these screws are going to be different sizes, so keep them separated so that you can put them back in the same location. Go. All right, once you take the screws off the back, and actually you don't have to take the wheels off yet, sorry about that. Anyway, it just pops straight up. And they have these little tabs here that actually hold everything down. So you pull that up, it comes right out. Now, that is our culprit right there. Because we need that belt to go from there to there. So in order to get that out, we need to get the center pin out, and then basically this whole side needs to come off in order to get the belt on there in order to line everything up. So let's get it off. All right. So there's one screw there, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Take those out and then that will drop the bottom out. Now in order to get this whole thing out here, you need to drop the actual spout, which is just 3 little screws right here on top. There you go. All right, once you get the screws out, this should just come right out. Now there is an O-ring down there at the bottom. Be careful to retrieve it. There it is. All right, so you got a little O-ring. This one here is a little bit dirty, so let's clean it up. Since we're here, put your O-ring back on so you do not want to lose it. I'm sure that's another 40 bucks. Could be. All right, so now we should be able to pull the whole thing apart. You get that garbage out. Now you don't have to pull everything all the way out. Just make sure you get all your parts, because I think I dropped the screw, which is right here. All right. So now you got everything out. You got all your screws out and all that type of stuff, because you don't want to lose them down in there, because then you got to take it all apart to get them back again. All right, so we got our new belt. We're going to go ahead and replace them both. Only one broke, but we're going to replace them both. Oops. So get your belt on, and it doesn't make a difference which side of the little spacer here that you put your first belt on, just that they are not on the same rung. Once you get your wheel on, you can go ahead and put your little C-clip back on, and that should just be as simple as clicking it. Bam! Already in. That's what I'm talking about. Whoops. Got the belt, the one that actually broke. So we're going to put that guy back on. Okay. Once you get that on, then you can put your wheel on. All right, there we go. Now we're in business, baby. So again, we're just going to snug these up. Don't tighten them down yet. We'll get to that here in a minute. All right, so now I'll just put everything back the way it was. You have your little weight that goes down here at the bottom. And then your carrier. I'll show it to you in just a second. There you go. So you can see down here at the bottom, there's your weight. It sits right out here on top, keeps it in place. So once that's in place, then you can take your screws and actually cinch up the bottom. All right, so I'm getting ready to put the back 2 screws in. Don't forget your little carrier here that actually will protect. Actually, it forms the suction around the impeller, I guess you can call it, to make it move. It's like a big turbine wheel. All right, so now it's ready to go ahead and cinch down this side of the wheels. So you just want to put your finger in between the 2 wheels, make sure that they are relatively straight, and then go ahead and cinch them down. There we go. Look at that. That's looking beautiful. All right. So I just need to put my C-clip back on my wheel. Because I did it on one, I didn't do it on the other. All right, last but not least, your final wheel. And that should have just enough to have your C-clip go right on it. There we go. So once all the wheels are on, put your little caps on, because you don't want to lose your C-clips if they actually fall out. All right, bam. All right, next thing you want to do is actually get this guy on there. Like I said, make sure that your O-ring is nice and clean. Lubricate it if you can. Bam. All right, now you just set your top down on it. Make sure everything is nice and tight. Nothing so crazy. All right. Now make sure in the front it's nice and level. You're not bound anywhere. And I think we're in good shape. So now we're just 3 screws away of being done. This is a very easy one. All right, yeah, I know this project was relatively easy, but it was something that needed to be done, and somebody else that actually has one of these things might need this to help them out to try to do it themselves. Some quick tips on there. Check online, your local stuff. Yeah, I do want to support our local people, but when it's 3 to 4 times as much as a price, I'm sorry, I can't quite justify that. So anyway, check out all the other stuff. Oh, also, you probably noticed it's a little different up here. If you check out some other videos, this place has been insulated. I put this, really cheap board up there just to try to keep the insulation up, and I don't tear it up when I'm slinging wood around. But yeah, I really like the space right now. I got plenty more of it because I moved everything out of the way and put stuff in storage and all that good stuff. But anyway, we're going to be back downstairs on the mechanical side of things. Still got lockers to put in. I got the Wagoneer being worked on. I actually called in some reinforcements on that one. So hopefully that one will be ready to go. But we're going to be back here all the time at 5 Lakes Garage. But do it yourself. Fix it yourself. 11 bucks. Fixed. If I took it to them, it would be like 100 and some change. It's a lot of money. Anyway, do it yourself. Enjoy yourself. Have fun this summer. And be safe. Later.